Hey everyone, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and today I'm gonna be converting this lovely McLaren Speedtail into something cool. So let's see it. And here it is, what I'm gonna do in few minutes. It's a half hover car. Yeah, so it has front wheels still functional and then hover apparatus in the back of it. So let's get onto the table and see how I did it. And back on the table for the fifth take on the build. Yeah, and I have this Speedtail, and I thought that I'm burning out, but I'm actually not. Yeah, I sit down, I was saying to my wife, oh, 4 cars behind me, few more to go. And then I sat down and I was like, oh my goodness, I have idea. Yeah, just looking at that car, I was picking between this and couple others, but I just look at that and I see a couple of 3D printed parts and I was like, yes, I have an idea. Yeah, and this is brilliant when you get an idea. So let's first and of all remove the back wheels. Come on, go away. Yes, I removed the back wheel. And now we have a McLaren Speedtail without back wheels. And what was the idea? What parts did I found? That revolutionized my mood and whatever, yeah? So I found this. I found those hover bits that I used for some previous cars, that I built ages ago. I found those, in the pile of my 3D printed bits. And I want to make a half-wheeled, half-hovering, on the back car. And I have a small jet engine in here as well. So, I think that this is gonna be quite a nice build. I think that first and of all, I should probably grab a new scalpel blade and send my dog on the couch. Suri, na kanapę. Because she is getting rowdy. So I have brand new blade, which means, a huge risk of cutting my own fingers if I cut towards myself. But thanks God there is a body of the car in the way. Yeah, so there is this, in every molding you're gonna have that. This little knob that allows the wheels to stick out a little bit. Yeah, and when you build anything that you have to attach to it, you just need to get rid of that knob. And that's why you need brand new blade for that purpose. Yeah, so I have this, and now he's a real dragster because he's dragging his arms on the asphalt. Yeah, but with a little bit of super glue, which I don't have a clue how I misplaced again. Yeah, I was just here like 10 minutes ago and I managed to misplace it. I'm just a genius at misplacing super glue. And ding ding ding, there we go, it looks nice. And all of those, colors kind of suits the team that I'm working on, the Pinup Girls team. Even the original color of this car, it's kind of orange-ish, metallic rust, whatever. But you can see how it is, I don't want to put it down. Okay. How it can, like somewhat hover over the ground with that, yeah, but I didn't place them on the equal height, which is a problem. It's so hard to actually get it perfectly. But like I always say, perfection doesn't exist. And if you think that you build something completely perfect, then you reached a point of which you never gonna reach again, or you just gave up. So now, like, even the cars that I'm very happy with, I would probably change some stuff in them. Yeah, but you need to allow yourself to say, okay, that's a stopping point. Yeah? Because if you don't do that, you are just chasing shadows. Yeah. So this engine, it was supposed to be sitting on this kind of frame, and it's supposed to be dual engine, but I think that I lost one of them somewhere. Yeah, it is nice looking, simplistic jet engine, and I think that for this purpose I can just set it in here and just be happy with it. Yeah, there's like, I don't even know which way it's supposed to be. I don't remember, but this looks like a turbine. So turbine should be this way, and then the jet should be okay, so this way around. I'm just gonna grab the file and try to do a little bit of filing just to get the surface more rough so the super glue can grip into it. So yeah, this way around, I guess. Yeah, so just attach it here. You may not see it, but they are like these two dots on top of it. Yeah, and they really, after painting, they're gonna be popping up a little bit. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, what I want to do with it, weapon-wise, I have a grenade launcher, yeah, a flamethrower, a something, yeah, not very well printed gun, machine gun. But this part, which isn't very well printed, can be hidden under it. So I can probably just put it on the passenger side and have a weapon. Yeah, like I said, I'm not extremely keen on giving them all weapons. They don't all have to have weapons. They can be some, just purely performance car. Well, just, cool option of giving them some gun. The same with armor. You don't really have to armor your cars per se, but I just like the little bits and pieces of armor here and there. So I have this, yeah, and I know that this, kind of hover aesthetic would probably work better with the previous car that I make, the one with a plasma cannon on top. Yeah, but I still like this. It's, worth it for me. Yeah. And now, no, I was thinking about adding this into the wheel wells, but no, it's gonna be a pointless thing. I found this little transistor, resistor, whatever you want to call it, yeah, and I just want to place it on the hood. I'm thinking just roughly in here around the wheel well. I want to skew the look of the car, for now at least, slightly to the passenger side. Yeah. All right. Have something like that. Just, it's showing the heaviness, on this side. And I'm really thinking about, adding something to the front or, to the sides. But if it is partially hover car, then any added weight would be somewhat of an issue. Yeah. Let me think. I have this little bit that I can probably add to the hood, because that I love to add stuff to the hood. It just looks better in my opinion. Remember, it's a fresh blade. So if I add it here, it's gonna add some extra, character to it and not retract massively from the look of the original car. Oh, okay, that was not nice. Just slipped. I put my finger straight into the super glue. All right, that's okay. Oh, I have this bit. This is probably some sort of chip from the motherboard. But I always like those little chips, they look nice for Gaslands. Suruś na kanapę. Yeah, my dog is disobedient. She decided to go and have adventures without my permission. Thanks God it's only require a few words. So let's just clean it up. Like I said, those poor clippers are at the last legs, and I should have, somewhere like 2 or 3 extra pairs of them. But I was doing, so clean up, and I have everything in boxes. So yeah, this one is my to-go clippers for now, at least until I find the other boxes. And yeah, so I like this. This just gives a somewhat futuristic look to everything. Whenever you put those chips on a surface, it's starting looking futuristic, so why not? There we go. All right. And I have a gun. I have something to support the engine. I have a hover thing, and I have jet engine in the back. If I armor the side, it's gonna just look silly, especially when it's all supposed to open up. So the gun is, technically can be, after opening the doors, can be on top, which I like, just the concept of it. Yeah. So let me think, do I really want to change anything about it? No, I think that it is done. I think that this one is done. It's simple, it's a small conversion, and I don't think that it requires much more. And I really do like the paint job itself, so I'm gonna try to preserve it as much as I can. Yeah. And I think that the glass is dark enough so I don't have to screw with it too much. So I'm gonna probably leave it as well. Yeah, and I'm gonna just go, paint the added pieces black and be right back. And here it is, the piece that was supposed to be black are black. The rest is left untouched. I just gonna do, like always, a little bit of metallics, yeah, on that pieces. And you can see how my fingers are starting looking after such a long session. Yeah, I'm getting colors on all of them. So yeah, the guns. And now I always, think how to work with these discs, because they look cool. Yeah, but only painting them metallic kind of do not give them, all of the coolness that they should have, in my opinion. Yeah. So right now I'm just painting them metallic, but I think about, maybe a blue, light blue. Just, you know, a little bit of a light blue glow for them. And let me see. Okay, I have this done. You know, I have my ice blue that I use for all of the energy kind of effects. So I'm just thinking about getting some of it, you know, just in here, yeah, giving it this slight metallic, not metallic, bluish glow. Yeah, and even in here. I think that that's the way for it. Yeah, it's gonna be showing that these discs are generating some sort of a field that is lifting the back of the car. And again, this time around I'm not painting the windows in the car. I'm leaving them as they are. So yeah, I have this. This is nicely done. There's no much need for anything else. Let's get into weathering, yeah? So first roasting and weathering. Yeah, so red paint. And why I want roasting? Yeah? Again, in my head this aren't factory cars. It was just a nice looking car that someone decided to convert, and I'm always saying that they probably use welders, you know, to fix up everything as soon as possible without much of thinking. So I'm just gonna take my more of a detail roasting brush, and I want to add roast where I think it could be accumulating because of, you know, all of this slapping extra stuff, and as well to mask, you know, where I touch it with the super glue. So this is gonna go here, yeah, just around this plating. I can add some more, yeah, and you know, this is as well a great way to fix up your screw-ups. And in here, you know, I used a file to get more nice gluing surface, so I can throw some rust in here. Yeah, I think that maybe those exposed, you know, coils, they can, you know, collect a little bit rust on and around them, and that's it. That's all of the rust I want to add to this. You know, like in last few builds I'm just going very gently with rust because I don't want to. Okay, I did screw it up, and I was just saying that I don't want to screw it up. Oh, that's just precious, you know, when you are halfway through the word and you just screw up. Alright, so I have in here quite heavy rust, in here quite heavy rust, and now just a little bit of orange into this and in here, and that's being roasted is done. Okay, and since this car is still somewhat of a regular car, not a perfectly hover car, yeah, a little bit of normal weathering is necessary. I have this paint, it's kind of already gooey because I left it and yeah, for a couple of minutes, but I want this to just, you know, be caked around the front, the sides, you know, just weather this nice glossy paint. Yeah. You know, like you can definitely mix the different colors for your weathering powders, but you know, whatever you want to use. But I'm very happy with those, you know, brown and beige because I'm thinking about making a diorama. So yeah, if someone is wondering what is the piece of foam behind my head, it's a piece of foam that I prepared to build a race track, sort of, kind of, ish. But up to this moment I really didn't have much time, and you know, I'm gonna have probably much more time when I'm gonna come back from Poland in a few days. Alright, and now I ain't gonna even be bothered with choosing a different brush. I'm just gonna grab this one and add, you know, caking to the front wheels. Yeah, and I still have some moisture in here, and I can add this, you know, very heavily to the front. But this was probably one of the simplest builds. Yeah, and this is it. There is nothing else I want to do to this poor car. But you know, I really have I think that this was a good idea. Hopefully you're gonna agree with me. Yeah, so let's just dry it off and throw it on the spin table. And here it is, half hover car. At least I think so. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. You're gonna probably see it in the thumbnail. But yeah, you know, this car that I was thinking that it's gonna go to the Mars Racing Federation, it's actually gonna stay on Earth for my girls. Yeah. And you know, I don't know where I'm gonna be throwing the pinup girl motor thingy in the end, but I hope that they're gonna find some nice surface for it. Yeah, so if you like this one, please rate, comment, subscribe, share, and you know, everything else you can do for me if you really like me. Yeah, you see, my dog even says so. Yeah. And of course, this is the end of the video, so everybody have a lovely day and take care.